The ACH should have landed Friday. Instead, Lena is leaning over a folding table in her warehouse, refreshing a bank dashboard that keeps showing nothing. That missing deposit is a $38,000 federal maintenance payment. Payroll is Tuesday. 2 supplier bills are already sitting on her card. Lena did the responsible thing last month. She moved operating accounts after her old bank branch merged and service got messy. Here is the signal. Federal payments are moving away from paper checks, with a broad push toward electronic payments starting September 30th, 2025. The weak link was not Lena's new bank, it was the old routing information still buried inside her federal vendor profile. For small businesses, this is a plumbing episode, not marketing, not pricing, just whether money can find the right account. The IRS says paper checks are more than 16 times more likely to be lost, stolen, altered, or delayed than electronic payments. That sounds like government efficiency language, but in Lena's shop it became a cash timing problem with real faces attached. Her crew had finished the federal facility job 2 weeks early. Filters replaced, rooftop units cleaned, invoice accepted. Everything looked clean. Then the payment failed quietly. No dramatic warning. No angry phone call. Just a remittance trail that stopped where her old account used to be. The Bureau of the Fiscal Service specifically tells government vendors to update sam.gov with valid bank account information and work with paying agencies. If you sell to government, sam.gov is not a set-it-and-forget-it drawer, it is part of your receivables process. The same idea applies if you receive grants, tax refunds, benefits, or reimbursements through federal or state systems. Lena's bookkeeper had updated QuickBooks, payroll, vendor ACH forms, and the insurance portal. She missed the federal payment record. That is the trap. We update the systems that yell at us first. The quiet government portal waits until money is already moving. For business taxpayers, IRS guidance says direct deposit is being added to most business return types in the first year of implementation. So this is not only about contractors. A corporation refund, payroll tax adjustment, or grant drawdown may soon depend on clean banking data. Start with an inventory, list every place where the government might send your business money, even if it only happens once a year. Put IRS business tax account on that list. Add EFTPS, sam.gov, pay.gov, grant portals, state procurement systems, and your tax software. Do not trust memory here. Bank changes happen during fraud scares, mergers, ownership shifts, rate moves, and plain old frustration. IRS guidance says federal tax deposits must be made electronically through approved business payment channels, with penalties possible for non-electronic deposits, unless reasonable cause applies. One approach is simple. Treat banking data like a password, update it deliberately, verify it separately, and document who touched it. Lena's first call went to her contracting officer. The answer was polite but painful. The payment had bounced back into processing. Pause. Bounced back sounds harmless until you realize it means another review cycle, another queue, and another week of explaining delays to vendors. Open sam.gov before your next invoice goes out. Confirm the legal business name, entity details, routing number, account number, and payment contact. If anything changed, consider calling the paying agency after the update. Many businesses find a human confirmation may save days of guessing. Next, check EFTPS. Even if you mostly pay taxes there, stale bank data can create penalties, returned payments, and avoidable panic. The IRS says non-electronic federal tax deposits may be subject to penalty unless reasonable cause applies, so old payment habits can get expensive. Your tax preparer may have the correct account, your payroll provider may not, your grant portal may still point to a closed bank. Build a 2-person check. One person enters the new bank details, a second person verifies them from a voided check or bank letter. If you are solo, make the second person your accountant, bookkeeper, banker, or a trusted operations helper. Do not rush routing numbers. Lena caught the mistake because her supplier called, not because the portal warned her. That is not the alert system we want. During the 2025 filing season, the IRS issued more than 93.5 million individual refunds, with 93% through direct deposit. That tells us where the system is heading. Electronic payments are becoming the default path, and paper exceptions may get narrower over time. Do a refund workflow check before filing. Ask where the refund will go, who entered the account, and what proof sits in the file. If your return is prepared by outside help, consider requesting a final bank info review, just like you review revenue, deductions, and signatures. This is also a fraud moment. When payment rules change, scammers show up pretending to fix a problem you did not know existed. The IRS has warned that it will not ask for banking information by phone or text to process missing refund details. So use official portals you navigate to yourself. Do not click a surprise link because it says your refund or vendor payment is waiting. Make a secure finance folder. Save confirmation receipts, masked screenshots, bank letters, and the date each portal was checked. Keep the folder boring. No passwords in plain sight. No full account numbers and shared drives. Give access only to people who need it. Lena's fix took 40 minutes. The delay took 9 days. That is the ratio that should get our attention. Back office work rarely feels urgent until it becomes the only thing between your business and cash you already earned. Treasury says paper checks are going away from most federal payments, while exceptions remain where required by law or policy. Exceptions matter. Some owners operate abroad, lack stable banking access, face safety concerns, or have religious constraints around electronic payments. The National Taxpayer Advocate warned that modernization should not exclude taxpayers who need accommodations, including unbanked people and other vulnerable groups. If your business cannot use standard electronic payments, document why now. Watch Treasury and IRS guidance closely and consider getting professional help. Softly, the point is not to shame paper. The point is to keep your business from being surprised by a rule change. Here is the 15-minute version. Search your inbox for bank change, ACH, refund, grant payment, SAM, EFTPS, and direct deposit. Then open one portal at a time. Confirm whether it sends money, takes money, or both. Those are different risks. For money coming in, stale bank data delays cash. For money going out, stale bank data may trigger returned payments or penalties. The IRS Q&A says paper refund checks for businesses will be phased out over time as more direct deposit options come online. That means the audit you do now may prevent a refund headache next spring, not just a contractor payment headache this month. If this saves you one awkward cash crunch, follow the show. We keep these back office signals practical because this stuff affects payroll. Add bank info review to your quarter-end close. Not fancy. Just a recurring checklist item beside taxes, insurance, debt payments, and receivables. The best time is right after any bank change. The second best time is before a refund, grand draw, or large invoice. And please separate the job from the person. If someone missed a portal, fix the process before you blame the teammate. Emphasis. Lena did not need a new strategy. She needed one map of where money enters and leaves the business. Executive Order 14247 directed agencies to modernize payments to and from America's bank account to the extent permitted by law. Big policy turns into small friction. A payment returns. A check never arrives. A refund goes into manual review. Results vary based on your specific situation, especially if you use multiple entities, fiscal sponsors, old tax accounts, or inherited vendor records. Call your bank and ask for the official routing information for ACH credits and debits. Some institutions handle wires differently. If you changed entity names, tax IDs, or ownership, consider checking whether old records still point to the prior business setup. By day 9, Lena's payment landed. She paid payroll on time, but she had burned trust with one supplier. That is the hidden cost. Even when the money arrives, the delay can consume goodwill, attention, and a founder's sleep. Before you leave this episode, pick one portal. Not all of them. 1. Log in, verify the account, and note the date. Tomorrow, do the next one. By Friday, many businesses could have a complete federal payment inventory without hiring anyone. This content is for educational and informational purposes only and does not constitute financial advice. Always consult with a qualified financial advisor or business consultant before making significant financial decisions. The bigger lesson is simple. Resilient businesses do not just chase revenue. They maintain the rails that let earned money arrive. So audit the bank information before the cutoff audits you, future you, payroll Tuesday you, and sleep at night you will be grateful. Remember, this content is for informational purposes only and is not financial advice.